Okay, good morning, everybody. It's about 3 hours before the market opened for trading. Today is August 4, 2014. Let's take a look at a few stocks that sort of got beaten up a little bit last week. We might get a little bounce today or sometime this week here after last week, a little bit of a sell-off. Like I said on the market video earlier that I put out. So we probably will get maybe a little bit of a dead cat bounce, and then we will reassess once we get that bounce to see where will the market go from there. So first of all, let's take a look at Apple. Apple is still trending on this trend line here, although it pulled back a little bit, but it kind of held this trend line. And again, you have to be aware some of these momentum stock is in these OpEx plays. So some of the price movement from last Friday, might have some little bit influence due to the option expiration. But still, looking at the overall trend, and then we're looking at the market, it does appear that we might get a little bit bounce here, a little bounce here, and there's a little price gap here on Apple, so we probably could be, see it come up and bounce up to this 97, 98 level once again. So, but for a this could be just a little bit of a quick bounce, but also it could be a potential swing long. But if you wanted to swing long, then be a little bit patient and wait for price to probably get above this particular candle high. Let me see what exactly that particular price is. So if we put a data box here, we can see that the high for that day is was that 97.45. So we might want to see it, get back up to that 97.50, somewhere up there. And if we want to be a little bit more conservative, you might want to see even fill this gap here. This low here is 97.67. So maybe 97.50, 97.70. That probably would be some sort of nice entry zone there. So that might be one possibility. So we'll look at that. And if we take a look at the intraday. Looking at the 78-minute chart here, you can see that it's riding on that trend line. So essentially, right now we're basically looking forward to possibly move about here and then get up to this gap here. So maybe play, because we probably got a little bit of a potential resistance here. So probably play it up to here in this level. So this would be a little bit of a quick trade. If we get a little bounce. And then once we get up there, then we probably will assess, to see, what is the possibility for a swing long. So if you're talking about a swing long again, we basically want to get, up above this level here, 97.50, and possibly get into this level, close to this particular resistance level. So that's the reason why we really want to see the gap get filled if you want to play a swing long, to make sure that it could take out that gap and move higher, because there might be some sellers sitting right near that gap and want to break even and get out or something. So, and then the other one that was really got beaten up quite a lot is Netflix, ever since the the earning came out. So let's take a look at the Netflix on the daily basis. We did see it put in a little bit of a hammer candle there on Friday. So again, you got to predicate this with the OpEx price movement. Okay? But still, it kind of held above this 422 level, and basically looking forward to maybe break this particular trend line and move upward here. So if we could get this thing to get above this this pivot high here, so essentially breaking to this this particular level, and then maybe it could work up to some of these level up at the 245, 247, 252, somewhere around there in that price level, that price range there. And we also take a look at the intraday. So essentially, we're basically playing for up to this breaking this 435 up here, and break to this particular trend line, and possibly play it up here to this particular pivot somewhere around that 454, 453 area. Okay, so essentially filling out this gap. So these are a little bit of a quick bounce play, so if we want want to take a swing trade, then we essentially, once again, we want to, see it take out this pivot here. Okay, this 433 or so. So let's put up this box here. Let's take a look at it again. See exactly what that pivot high is. It's about 432.97. So essentially anything about that 433. All right, so then we might want to do that. But on a quick trade, you might want to take a little bit aggressive and get in a little bit earlier. So essentially, this if we could break about this pivot here, somewhere around 226, 227 and change here. Okay, then we'll basically play it up here to this 236 and possibly break out of this trend line here and fill this gap. Okay, then the other one is Amazon. Again, Amazon also got beaten up a little bit. It came down and tagged this somewhere around this 304, 303 area. See what is the low here. Let's get the price here. Oops. And we see the low somewhere around. Let me get this data box all open up again. Get a refresh. Somewhere around 304.59. Okay, so it came down and held this somewhere around that 304 area and the 305. Okay, so right now we're basically looking for this thing to possibly break above this 315. And then maybe obviously work it back up to this 325 and see can it get back into this gap here. So again, it's a little bit of a quick trade, so might be a little bit too premature to try to set up a swing long. So and if we take a look at the intraday, we'll see a little bit more of a price action here. So you can see that it came up and held the support here. So right now we essentially want to, if we get a little bounce, we'll probably play the bounce up here to 315 and possibly this 325. Okay, and then the other one is Google. Alright, so let's take a look at Google on the daily chart here, and you see Google kind of booked this trend line here. Right, so it kind of booked this trend line. Okay, and came down and found a little bit of support. Basically, that's where it sort of booked through this pivot last time, and it held support here last time also when it came up and come down. So this time it kind of penetrated through a little bit, but it closed above that. So right now we're essentially looking for this thing to possibly bounce back up to this this trend line and see could it get back above that trend line. So it's also, you see there's this 20 EMA coming down as well. So that would be a little bit of a bounce that we might want to see. And if we go and take a look at the intraday, right, on the intraday, so you see that we are seeing this little support here, and essentially we want to see can it get back up here somewhere and possibly tag this little gap here. Okay, so those are the few momentum stock quick trade kind of look if the market bounce, and probably maybe the next day or two, if the market continue to recover, then we probably will see some setup for a possible swing long. So have a good profitable trading day.